Hi, my name is Sarah, and I will be your spiritual guru. Not really, of course. Say I become that, day of fucking miracle. So I've been having a few thoughts about the kind of person I am and the kind of person other people are. I'm becoming much more open-minded, much more willing to believe in different things, much more honest with myself, about myself, to other people, honest to other people, usually about myself, which is something I've really struggled with. I've realised how little I knew about myself, actually. I've been doing a lot of meditating. I mean, not sitting in a lotus position or whatever it is and doing all that like a Buddhist monk, but I mean meditating as in just taking a few times during the day and thinking, what am I really doing? What am I doing right now? What am I doing with my life? How am I feeling? How am I feeling about other people? Am I angry? Am I resentful? Am I bitter? Am I feeling okay? And I'm glad to say that most of the time I feel okay, and I feel okay in myself, and most of the time I'm pretty at peace with myself. That's not so true for the world and the people in it and what goes on in the world, because the stuff that happens in this world, the shit that happens, the shit that people do is just, it's hard to comprehend, and it's hard to, I can acknowledge it. I know that it's part of life. I suppose it's a matter of me accepting it as well. It's something that we all have to do if we are to be a good person and to be truly honest. So I've bought a few bracelets for myself. They're crystal bracelets, and I've been wearing them partly because they cost me quite a bit, and partly because I'm getting into crystals. But yeah, I'm not gonna become Russell Brand, is what I'm trying to say. I know I'm a grumpy person. I always have been. I think I always will be, but I'm okay with that. I like myself. I like who I am. And I know deep down I'm a good person. And I'm not about to preach or this is what I was saying in my last video about people who do all of this spiritual stuff. On the surface it all looks great, and they wear all of these bracelets and head things, and they have long unwashed hair, and they look like they're high on something. But you scratch beneath the surface and you realise, well, I realise, these people don't have a fucking clue what they're talking about. And once you poke them and you get under the surface of that, there's this uptightness about these kinds of people. And I'm not I'm not demonising them. I'm not saying they're all bad. I live and let live and all that. I've noticed that there are people like that, and also other people who perhaps aren't like that, but for the majority of what I've seen, they are these kinds of people who profess deep awareness of life and the meaning of life and the meaning of being human, and this attitude they have, that they've got this higher level of consciousness towards everything. But they are some of the most real grumpy fuckers I've ever known. Excuse me for swearing so much, but if you clicked on this video, that's your problem. Yeah, I'm joking, of course. But the thing is, I own my grumpiness. I realise that I'm the way I am. Perhaps a bit misanthropic. Like to keep myself to myself. But I admit that I am grumpy. But these people, they behave like they deny their grumpiness, and that's the feeling I get from them. They got a stick up their arse, but they exude this feeling of cynicism, and I think there's definitely a correlation between cynicism and this perceived or assumed level of higher consciousness. And to me, it's about balance. If you can be truly honest with yourself and say that you've got something that other people need, then share it, but you've got to be it as well.